Wow, guys, I'm finding it difficult to believe that we're up to number 32. 32. If you had told me when I started in 2013 with the idea that I was going to learn guitar in retirement and I was going to end up with more than 32 guitars, I would have said, you was loco. But apparently, it's me. I've got somebody who keeps telling me I'm loco for having so many guitars, but I don't think so. So this is not the first Harley Benton I've shown you, but it's the first Harley Benton I bought with my own money. The first two, the ST24T and the ST70, were gifts, but this is the first one I bought. And I learned about the B stocks from my friend Leo Ryan in Texas. And I saw this one come up as a B stock and it was a little bit off, so I thought, all right, I'm gonna give it a shot. And it's a crapshoot. I mean, you never know what you're gonna get. You might get something good, you might not. So I went ahead and I ordered an SC Custom 2. It was supposed to be a little more gold, I think, is what I recall, and it ended up being more of a cherry burst than it was a gold. So anyway, it's nice enough that, I wasn't dissatisfied because the finish on the body was really nice. It was a little bit dirty, but really nice. The neck is also, very nice on it. It's got the volute. It's got the fake Grover tuners that came on it, but these are now real Grover tuners, which I installed. And it comes with 2 volumes and 1 tone. Well, the 1 tone came with the split option, push-pull for both at the same time. And, as I typically would like to do, is keep my pickups separate. And therefore, I put 2 different volumes in with push-pulls, and they are totally independent in the middle position. The pickups in this are remarkably good from a sound perspective and my ear. I enjoy the sound of them very much. As a matter of fact, this guitar has been my upstairs guitar sitting next to my sofa, that when I feel like picking it up and playing without having to come all the way downstairs, this is my go-to upstairs, and it's been up there for a couple of months since I decided to do that. When I brought up the other amp, my first amp, my Performer Fender. I did a lot of work on this guitar, and I found out what made it a B stock. There was a tiny little bit of fog just inside there, and it's really hard to see now. I did a buffing on the outside. It's under the poly, under the last coat of poly over this inlay. Not the Harley Benton signature, but over the inlay here. A little bit foggy. And by buffing the outside surface, it didn't make it look as bad. So I buffed it with the compound and I waxed it. And then, as you can tell, from this distance, look, you can't even tell, right? I got to get right up close on top of it, and I can just see a tiny little bit of milkiness in the black here. You got to be close. Other than that, the finish had 0 flaws in it. The binding has been great. I'm pretty sure I changed that nut because it looks like something I would have done. It's much whiter. I think I did. And I put the roller bridge, right? And it wouldn't go down far enough, so I had to get my belt sander. And I think it was the advent of getting the belt sander in order to be able to do this kind of work, which was to take some meat off these ends so I could make it sit closer to the body and get the action that I want. I mean, the action on this is like superbly low, right where I like it, and it plays just superbly, better than I do. What else can I tell you about it? It was a positive experience for me buying this guitar from Harley Benton, and then as we know, I've had a love-hate relationship with some of the Harley Bentons I've bought since this one. Most of them have been good. B-stocks, that is. Most of my B-stocks have been good. I think I got one B-stock, the white Fusion Telecaster, I'm not sure what to call it. It had a crack right there, and I did my best to fill that in. But that was the worst one, I think, and then the one that I got with it was a black one. Can't remember what that was. We'll get to them. So the two together at that same time were the worst two B-stocks I'd ever gotten. But this one was the positive experience, which allowed me to think about more B-stocks downstream from here. Yeah, this is comfortable, seeing as how the body's a little thinner. Yeah, it's got the nice belly cut because, you know, I've got a bit of a belly. And there's no arm curve, but I mean, it's so thin to begin with, right? And it's got the nice, you know, cut out here, smooth palm all the way in there. Yeah, you can really get to that because, I mean, one, it's a thinner body to begin with, and it's already carved all the way down in there, so it's really, really smooth. So it's cool. It's really cool. So I've been really, really happy with this one. Just a few upgrades, some fretwork, and wow, it's really something. And so now, with enough talking, we're going to make a little noise with it. I'm going to play just with the well, let me show you this first, okay? This is just my standard 65 Deluxe reverb, and standard small reverb, small delay stuff on it, just to give you the feel of each pickup with no effects, because I'm going to play something with effects. Now that's full up, and in this mode, if you turn down the neck, you end up with just a bridge. And if you turn up the neck and turn down the bridge, you end up with just a neck, right? So here's where the blending actually happens, Mr. J, where you can put one full up or full down, and the other one still works completely, full range. And in this mode is usually where I like to have the bridge and add a little bit of warmness. From the neck. And I can usually find a tone that I'm looking for, like that. Alright, so I'm gonna set this up, and I've got a backing track that I found, which is it's 2 too far away for me to see without my glasses. Retro Pop in B minor. So we're going to see what we can do with that. Alright, I've got everything turned up. My player patch is on, 65 Deluxe tape delay in the front, modulation in the loop with reverb, US Dream compressor, here, compressor, US Dream, tape delay, loop. Simulating a 2x12 cabinet, and we're going to play this backing track in B minor, and hopefully we won't make too many mistakes. And we're going to show you that with those effects on. She can growl. It can growl. It's a non-persona. It. And that's that. And that's that. It's enough torture, I think. So, Holly Benton, SC, Custom 2. I don't know why it's 2. It must have been a 1. But this is the Custom 2. Better than it was. Yes, indeed. Beautiful little guitar now. I really like this one. So, what do you say we call it a day and put an end to this misery? Appreciate all your support. Catch you in the next one.